describe him, he's a bear, you know what I mean? He's big, he's bad, he's mean looking, but he's just all warm and cuddly. Please welcome to the stage, Dylan Grunley!
Keep it going for Matt Smith, everybody. He is a delightful young man. Ladies, if you are single, please try and give him some puss. That might work a little bit better if you have the Sarah McLachlan music playing in the background. Seller, how are we doing tonight? We doing good? That's good. I'm doing all right. Had a good week, although I did have some interesting situations. I found out I was an easy mark for food rewards. I haven't even got to the goddamn joke. Good God. Anyway, I went to Bread Smith recently, got myself a couple tasty treats from there. And I went to go to the register, and the lady was like, "Are you a member of our rewards program?" And I was like, "No, not." She was like, "Well, would you like to join?" I was like, "No, thanks. I'd be too tempted to come back." And she was like, "Oh, we'd let you come back." In a very polite voice. But what she really wanted to say was, "We both know you're coming back." You may as well save us the time. But I will say food rewards and food apps are not good for a man like me. Because you'll see something that'll be like, "Oh, you can get this chicken sandwich for only $2. It's like, oh, that's a hell of a deal. But then they have the add-ons. It's like, "Oh, you want bacon, don't you? And cheese, and buffalo sauce, you fat bastard." Next thing I know, the sandwich costs what it normally would have cost. And I can't go back to that lifestyle, folks. I'm too much of a fancy boy. I gotta have my bacons and my cheeses. It's rough living out there. But, one thing I like is when people have names that fit their profession. Like Usain Bolt, the world's fastest man. That's just a fact. But you got Lonzo Ball, basketball player. Prince and Cecil Fielder, both first basemen, Major League Baseball. Then you got non-sport names, like Ryan Pipeline. What do you think of when you think of that name? Well, I know you're thinking something. We can say it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Works for the Dakota Access Pipeline. Get your mind out of the gutter. This is a family show. I recently learned that college is a waste of money. I know that's coming as a shock to people, but I found out there's this college in Ohio where you can pay $14,000 to get a minor in comedy studies. Yeah, 14 grand for comedy studies to learn from a guy who looks like he failed his SNL audition. It is ridiculous. I will say it is a bold choice for him to be the only professor with a tweed jacket, 11 patches, and a red nose. He's just walking in the class, giving a lecture, and he's just like... As you can see here, from the scale, the perfect angle for throwing a pie is 28.3 degrees. Hey, hey. It's ridiculous stuff, folks. $14,000 you can pay actual comedians to teach you. Just give them a bunch of cocaine. Or you can come here and listen to fuckers like myself tell jokes. Make sure to tip your bar staff.